that have an idea for a book never actually start to write it, and they will just think about it. They'll have the idea and they'll just think about it, think about it, think about it. And it's not due to a lack of creativity or because you're not able to do it, but it's only due to just not taking action, is why most people with the idea will never start writing. And I was also one of those people. Since then, I've written hundreds of pages. I haven't published my own novel, but if you're thinking about writing your first book or starting to write anything really, here are three things I wish someone told me before I started. Hey, I'm Issa. I'm a beginning author. I've been writing for a few years now, making mistakes, progressing, getting better, once deleting nearly a year's worth of work, starting again, and there are a few lessons I genuinely wish I had known from the beginning before I started that would make it so much easier to get into writing. So hopefully that'll save you some time. Let's get into it. So the first thing that I wish someone had told me before I started has nothing to do with writing particularly. It's actually the mindset that you have about writing, and also this can apply to a lot of other things. And it's the mindset of, oh, I can't do that, or that's not for me, or I can't be good at this thing. And that can go for a lot of things. That can go for people in the gym, that can go for people with business, it can go with, starting to cook, anything. It's the idea that, oh, this is not for me, or this is only for big authors or people that are professionals. But that is the wrong mindset to have. That is the potentially the worst mindset to have about anything. And that includes writing. Nobody has ever started anything as a professional or good. The best authors never started as particularly good or they didn't excel. George Martin did not start as a good author. Everybody started from somewhere. They started. That's the important part, is starting and then building and progressing. So for me, in my own life, I had these same thoughts of this isn't for me, or like I had an idea for this a story that I would think about all day, literally all day, and not write a single word because I didn't think that it would be worth it subconsciously to even start if I'm not going to be good. I didn't have that good view of my own talent yet. But eventually, I literally got a piece of paper and just wrote a single page of my idea that I had. It wasn't anything crazy. I don't even know where it is now, to be honest. It was, I have a hard time remembering what it was exactly. It was a few years ago. But I remember that one page I made into a full 20-page short story. It wasn't really good at all. The grammar was bad, the prose was bad, everything was off. It wasn't really enjoyable to even read, but I enjoyed writing it, and I'm grateful that I started, and it taught me a lot, and it was like a first step. The most important thing, though, that I felt after I wrote was such a proud, accomplished feeling of having finished my short story, even though it was only 20 pages long. It still felt so good to have the idea and carry it through to the end. And being an author or a writer is not something that somebody else gives to you. You have the whole power. It's like being a reader. You read, you're a reader. If you write, you are a writer. If you're an author now. You consistently write, and it's a very accomplishing, good feeling to have a finished product. The second thing that I wish I knew before starting writing, it seems obvious and common sense, but I didn't think so at the time, and many people don't as well. People don't really think about this, but it's literally just reading more books in the genre that you want to write in. So if you want to write fantasy, then read more fantasy. If you want to write sci-fi, pick it up, pick up Red Rising, and read it. Read sci-fi. Read whatever genre you want to read in, from good books And this will give you such a better understanding, subconscious, like just automatic understanding of what a book should look like and what good characters look like and what prose looks like, what a good setting is. It literally will like rewire your brain to write better without even having to think about anything. The more books you read, if you just read books, the better you'll be at writing without having to do any other thoughts. You can literally just not do anything and read more books, and you'll become like two, three times better as a writer just automatically. And once you start writing and you read other things as well, I'm assuming that if you want to write, you probably are already a reader. Once you start writing, you'll appreciate books so much more as well. You'll be able to relate more to authors and how difficult things can be, and you'll be able to appreciate good books more because you know how hard it is to make a book, to write a good book. You'll appreciate world building more. You'll be able to create world building better. You'll be able to learn how tension is built. You'll learn how to write good dialogue and how to write a good setting, and you'll learn how to connect ideas from the start of the book to the end of the book. You'll learn how to do surprises, twists, everything just by literally reading more. It's automatic. You literally don't have to think about what you read or like what the author did. You can and you should. I do. You should. But I'm saying you don't have to become a better writer. So for me, before I even wrote my first page of anything, I've already read a lot of books, which is why I wanted to start writing in the first place because I like reading a lot. I read A Song of Ice and Fire, the whole series, and I just fell in love with it. And it really inspired me to start, I had my own ideas for other things, shows I watched, and that really inspired me to do it. Another example is Joe Abercrombie's First Law series kind of gave me a better understanding about how to write characters and like have emotionally connected characters with the audience, with the reader, because he has some of the best character work in fantasy. I think the best, but that's debated. So yeah, reading more books will make you a better writer. So just get out there and start reading more. This is the fastest way to improve your instincts as a writer. Now, the last thing that you need to start your first book is the most important piece of advice that I can give you. Write one page right now. Literally, as soon as this video ends, go write a single page. Whether it's on, like, literally open up Word right now and start writing one page, or get a notebook and write down a single page of your idea, the idea that you've been thinking about for a long time. Literally just go and do it right now. You don't need a title, you don't need anything, you don't need to have good characters, you don't need to have anything. Just write one page of your story right now. This page, one page isn't a lot. Anybody can write it one page, right? And then tomorrow, one more. And the next day, another page. When I first started writing, like I said, the first 20, 40, 60, 100 pages were bad. They weren't good. They just weren't. Even now, like I still am my biggest critic, of course. Hundreds of pages, bad. I deleted 230 pages. Just, it took me months to write that. I just scrapped it. It's just how it is. But I could never have gotten that to that point without writing a page, without starting. The most important thing is to start, and it just comes naturally. Like your brain will literally work like a machine. It will just go. It's just, the flow will just go. You'll just know what to do from there. You don't have to plan right now. You don't have to do anything right now. You just take your idea and put it into one page. It doesn't have to be good. Doesn't have to be great. Doesn't even have to be kind of good at all. The progress comes from writing, not thinking about it. You've heard the phrase, practice makes perfect. With writing and a lot of other things, it's practice makes progress, not perfection. You will not have a perfect book. Probably, I mean, George Martin or Pierce Brown think they have perfect books. No. I mean, you could say that they're perfect from reading them, but they won't say that they're perfect. It's not about being perfect, it's about getting better, and you will get better. Literally, the next time you write a page, your second page will be better than your first page. Your third page will be better than your second page. It just keeps getting better and better and better and better. And then after a month, look how much better you've gotten. After 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you've gotten so much better. You have several books now. You edited them, you rewrote them several times, maybe. It just starts with one page. That's it. So the last thing I say before I end this video is that nobody's going to do this for you. Nobody's going to tell you that you're ready. No one's going to tell you that you're done whenever you start. And remember, every single published novel you've ever read or have seen started out just as one page. So here's my challenge for you. Right when this video ends, don't watch another writing video, don't do anything else. Just open up a document or get out a notebook and write one page about your idea. And then come back and tell me how you did. And I'll see you guys in the next one.